Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. You're always most welcome. Well, today, a very serious matter indeed. I thought I should say a few words about it. Thanks to our good friend of the channel, Colin Berry, who was on the live chat a few nights ago, just alerted me to there'd been a social media post on Facebook from ICM in the Ukraine, announcing that they'd suffered a very serious incident with a missile strike in August, actually. So it wasn't recently. Um, I wasn't entirely surprised, only in as much as that the communications had become a little bit sporadic from them at that time, and this is also the time when suddenly the Handley Page Hamden um, intended date release for September suddenly went out, and they obviously didn't want to say why at the time because they had bigger things to worry about, of course. Anyway, thanks to Colin for alerting me because I'm not on social media, so I would never have seen it if you hadn't told me. And I won't show you the link. I'll give you the link actually to look yourself, but I won't show it on this video. It wouldn't be appropriate. But basically, what happened? There was a missile strike at the front of the building, which completely took out the front wall and all the windows for their offices at the factory, and it was a real mess and very disturbing to see. I was absolutely horrified, and the next day I wrote to Valeria, who's the managing director of ICM, Valeria Bazina, and basically just expressing, not just on my behalf, but on everybody's behalf, really, that had seen it, how shocked and upset we were to hear about it, and just saying, is everybody sure everybody's okay, Um, and I just think that puts things in perspective sometimes. Sitting here moaning, I moan about instructions and things, and we make these criticisms, and then it just reiterates what I and many of you have said before, which is these companies, ICM in particular, but other companies in Ukraine as well, like Litarki and Modelsvit and many others. They are operating under the most difficult conditions imaginable, and in the case of ICM, to have the output that they have had in the last couple of years is really astonishing. And when you see now, this graphically shows us what they're up against. People just trying to make a living and trying to get on with their lives and bring some joy to our lives as well, which they've certainly been doing for a couple of years now and longer. And it is very sobering when you see the damage to that building now. What I thought I'd do, because I'd already said to Valeria that I'd like to, if she felt when it was appropriate, she could let me know how things were. Well, she came back within less than 48 hours. So I'm going to read to you the response because she knows that I said I'd like to share it with the YouTubers. So I'm going to read you exactly what she said, word for word. And she says as follows. She says, "Hi, Peter. Thank you so much for your kind message and support. It truly means a lot to us. The emotions have now settled, so just a couple of months ago, and we are gradually restoring the building. Most of the processes are already back to normal, and almost all the equipment has been repaired and is up and running again. Luckily, no one from our team was injured. The missile attack happened at night, which we weren't sure about, of course, because the photos were taken the next day." She says, "All our own staff were in the shelter as we are required, including the night shift, and that's what saved everyone." So obviously they knew that something was incoming, and they must have all gone down to the shelter. It's like the Blitz, isn't it? It's awful. She goes on to say, "Next week we're already installing the new windows." At the moment, all the doors and the windows are still boarded up with plywood and plastic film. So the place doesn't look too great yet, but step by step it's all coming back to life. The Hamden project is back in progress." And she says, "Test sprues will be displayed by the Hobby Company on their stand in Telford." That's going to be cool. Unfortunately, because those of you that don't know, the Hobby Company, who also do Meng and they do Tamiya, etc., Italia, and many others, they're at the back of Hall 1, I think it is. You'll often see Jonathan Mocky, he often sits on their stand and does some model making. So you remember, it's the same hall as Airfix, but the opposite end. Anyway, she goes on to say it'll be displayed by the Hobby Company. "Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend the show myself this year. There are still many internal tasks to handle. Thank you again for your warm words and encouragement. It really does help to keep us going. Best wishes, Valeria. Well, given what they're up against, it's really nice of her to take the time to write that to me, all people. So I really do appreciate it, and I'm sure we all wish them the very best of luck, and stay strong, stay safe, fingers crossed, and keep going to the shelters. And so I just wanted to say, to share that with you, that was very encouraging news. It sounds like things are on the up for them again, and that the Hampden's only been delayed by a couple of months is pretty amazing, really. And it gives us something to look forward to for Christmas. So I'm guessing that we'll probably see it by Christmas, hopefully. I hope so, only because I would love it to be in the Kits of the Year competition this year. My Kits of the Year, that is. Because I think it would be in with a really good chance of doing very well in that. Not prejudging it at all. I will judge it on merit, but I'm sure it'll be up there. So it'd be nice if we can actually see that this year. Good luck to them. And I just, from all of us, if you're watching Valeria and Lena and the rest of the team, just keep doing what you're doing. You've been doing such a great job, and everybody's so pleased to hear that you're okay. That's the most important thing of all. Model kits are just a bit of plastic at the end of the day, so we don't want to, we don't want anybody to take any risks and get hurt. And we know that from what you told me last year, the sacrifices that the company's made in terms of some of the male staff have had to go and fight. So it's been very difficult for them all, and of course the ladies that are left, they've all got relatives and sons and fathers and brothers, etc., and cousins that are fighting. It's very difficult for them. So we wish you all the very best of luck. Thanks to everybody for tuning in for this very brief update. I thought that was worth word for word sharing what she'd said. They're okay. The attack happened at night, and they're okay, and that's the most important takeaway from the story. And the Hampden is coming, so what more could we really want? So thank you all for tuning in for this very brief update. To all those in Ukraine, I'm just saying that I have actually got another company's Ukraine models that I'm going to be reviewing in a few days' time. So that'll be nice to watch as well. So in the meantime, stay well, stay safe, stay tuned. And to all our friends in Ukraine, Slava Ukraini, and the best of luck to you. And I hope you all have a good weekend. In the meantime, that's it from me for now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks a lot. Take care of yourselves. And bye for now.